Oh, hello.
Hello, David.
Good morning, Tim Conboy. We are back in the Utica Curling Club for our finals of the 138th edition of the Mitchell Bonspiel. Welcome, everybody out there. Procession is now getting ready to head out on the ice, and we'll have Cameron Hance will be singing the national anthem. Curlers being led out by resident piper Tim Crofton.
And carrying the mace this year, Don Knapp.
Very nice.
As the crowd files past us, behind us, heading out for the ice shed. Should be coming into view soon on the cameras. Here they come down the ice.
Ton histoire est une épopée de plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Woo-hoo. Cameron Hance Golden. Lovely rendition of the Canadian and the American national anthems. Very nicely done. Played the guitar lovely last night and sang for entertainment in the club as well. But again, welcome to the Utica Curling Club. It is Sunday, January the 14th, and a snowy morning here in central New York and all over the Northeast. It looks like it's going to get buried in snow here pretty soon, out Buffalo way. If you didn't know by now that the game has been canceled today and moved to 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. And Tim Conboy and I are here. Hi, Tim. How are you this morning?
Good, David. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm very excited about being able to call the finals here this morning. And
I'm looking at our cameras here. I hope they move so they autofocus. A little autofocus on one of the cameras here.
it'll change.
I think
It's
once they start moving around.
Could be the weather. Ceremonial shot of either Drambuie or ginger ale, whatever your fancy.
The semifinals of the A last night, it was a Utica team against both of these teams. We thought we could have had a Utica final, and we don't, which is nice.
Did, of course.
It's nice to let the guests
transpire. A couple of really good games, though. And if anybody's out there, we've got people in the chat room already. Delightful. We always like to have feedback on what we're doing out there. Sound and audio and video quality. This is going to be. I am really excited about this game, Tim. We watched a lot of curling over the weekend, and the City View 2 team is. They've actually played the weekend with a 6-man team. Today, their lineup will be Dylan Haggart will be the skip, Chad Blackburn will be the third, Patrick Boisvenu is the second, and David Sullivan in at lead. And our Plainfield team, which will be throwing Red Rocks, is Mark Mooney, the skip, and Bill, not Ed Nickel. Apologized yesterday. I did refer to him as Ed Nickel, and I apologize for that.
Bill Nickel, right?
It is Bill Nickel. And Bill Grisbowski is the second, and Patty Coburn is the lead. There's a story behind Ed Nickel. I used to train racehorses at the Meadowlands Racetrack, and there was a trainer there by the name of Ed Nickel, and it was about the time that I curled in Plainfield for a couple of years. It was 1990 and 1991, so a little bit of kind of useless trivia, but I guess that's how I got crossed up with the name. But I'll make sure not to make that mistake today.
Oh, you might. What's nice about this Bonspiel is the out-of-town teams from Canada, teams from the Northeast, Southeast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think our furthest team this year, again, is Houston, Texas.
Man, what a great bunch of guys. I had conversation with them over the weekend, and great bunch of guys, and certainly hope they continue to come to our club when we have this spiel going.
They get the official We've Traveled the Furthest award.
Yes, they do.
Which is nothing.
We got a lot of good tournaments coming up here soon. We got college Bonspiels coming up, and our mixed playdowns are coming up, and just uticacurlingclub.org for all the information and dates on upcoming spiels. And I'm certain that we're going to have some live broadcasts as well. And we'll be streaming on our YouTube channel, so don't hesitate to check uticacurlingclub.org for all that info.
The GNCC mixed doubles is the next one, I think.
I think so. I don't want to misquote, but we can pull up the net on my phone here.
As far as out-of-town events, then we have a mixed championship, which is an internal event to allow people to play down for our invitational Cobb mixed event.
Looks like Plainfield's going to throw the Red Rocks and throw first here today. Rocks were assigned. They flipped for Hammer. City View opted to have last rock here in the first end, and we are underway. Sit back and enjoy. We got anybody out there in the chat? We do? Good. Enjoy. Should be a great game.
Well, we have some City View fans there in the chat room already, which the Utica fans are already here.
Nice throw.
For the other draws.
For those of you watching, the no-tick rule is in effect.
It's not.
It's not in effect. It is.
It wasn't for the whole spiel.
I thought it was not in effect.
No.
I stand corrected.
They said it was the no-tick rule.
Okay. It's a funny conversation about the no-tick rule. I think at the level of club curling, I'm not so sure that the no-tick rule is genuinely in effect most of the time. So Certainly the way the pros play it, obviously, but
Well, they take the stones out on command. We're lucky if we do.
right. It's usually a mistake when we do it.
It's a draw. It's a narrow draw.
Corner guard set up
Oh,
there.
what is the no-tick rule for people that don't know what it is, Dave?
No tick rule is when the opening stone is, or any stones are on the first 5 stones are on the center line. You cannot bump them off. Like, obviously, you can't take them out, but you can't bump them off of the center line. You can move them and it'd still be on the center line, but you can't take them off the center line when that rule's in effect.
Now, I'm not sure if that rule will be in effect in the future at different events, but I think it's going to take time for people to get used to it if they do. But
This is a great looking draw here if it's got legs. There's a beautiful shot here from Patty. That's Patty Coburn, the lead for Plainfield, and he just threw a great top 4 draw behind their guard.
a little bit poking out. Top 4, back 4.
David Sullivan will try to freeze down to it. Welcome everybody from Ottawa and Plainfield. Skip for Plainfield, Mark Mooney, said that there should be about 40 or 50 Plainfield folks online with us watching the game, and let us know.
Ooh.
And look at that, just a little toasty, going to go to the back 8. Good line, real good line. And now Mark will try piling him up here. Bill Grzybowski.
Now, that's a tough draw there. It's like the redstone's on the top 4, so there's not a lot of room to draw behind it and outcount it.
No, the rings are cut down pretty good right now. It's so much fun, you know, when in a curling game when every rock counts. It's nerve-wracking sometimes as a player to be in those kind of games, but it's truly the fun of it too. When it's a close game and every rock really, you're hanging on every rock. Long weekend too. Everybody's been playing all weekend long. Late evenings for some.
Some of these people in some of the draws, it's their 6th game, maybe?
Quite possibly in the F event. Or the E event, I mean. That's the
I think the F of it.
F event, you're right. Yep. So a little bump there, sitting 1 and 2. And it looks like Dylan's going to go ahead here with Patrick and bust the front end open here and give himself a look at these rocks. Good choice here by Dylan. Wasting no time. A nice experienced play here. Looks pretty good. And that is a beauty. Look at that. Got all 3 of them. An early triple here for Patrick Boisvenu. A gorgeous shot. Beautiful. And it is archived. You can go back and look at that
Go
one.
back and look at them. Yep. Unfortunately, we can't. Well, the people at home can do instant replay. I found that out. If you're watching it,
Sure.
you can back it up and watch it play.
Yep.
We can't do it here. Wish we could sometimes.
Now, Bill will try and put this one back. We've got every sheet's going, folks. We've got the B event, C event, D event, E event, and F event all taking place, and we will keep you up to date on scores as they occur. Get into the games a little bit here. And a little biter. The yellow rock's still going to be shot in the back 8. Plenty of room to draw here. So switch gears here for Patrick. He just threw a triple. Now he's got to throw a draw, so always a little bit of a tricky move.
A little more room behind the red to get behind now. That's on the top 12. Just biting the top 12.
Looks like we got a nice curl here right from the get-go, too. Fast and curly. He was out a foot outside the 4-foot line, and it's going to come all the way back to the center. Really nice throw. A little toasty. It's actually going to come back to the backer, I believe. And, in fact, it did. So that 4-foot circle's still wide open in front of the tee line. And that's what Mark will ask Bill to shoot here.
The one thing nice about this game is that it is a true team sport.
No question about it.
Every person on the team plays a part in every shot.
Absolutely, and when the team is more, when the chemistry is as such, and everybody understands where a good miss is and a good shot is, then that's truly the beauty of this game.
I mean, some people think the shooter is the one that's important, but the sweepers are just as important to make or break a shot.
Well said. This rock's really buckling on Bill here.
By the first
Going to
one.
make contact with the first one. Shoved it right on the rings.
All right.
Still left yellow sitting 2, but well behind the tee line. See what Dylan has in store for his third Chad Blackburn here.
I was going to say that red bumping out a little bit kind of guards those 2 yellows in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is a red top 12 on the right side. Undercover.
He's going to play tight ice on him here. Like to just cross the face a little bit and sit right there would be a good outcome here.
Want to make sure he doesn't jam it back in the back yellows.
Curling up nice for him here. Wow, look at it go. He got it. Going to over curl after striking and getting rid of the red rock, but it's still a open path to this 4-foot circle, which we've not been able to get to just yet. Bill Nickel with his second stone, third for Plainfield.
And for those people watching the City View sweepers, they do sweep.
Oh, you don't see too many people at this level that can sweep like those guys. And the beauty of it on fast ice is that you can save a lot of rocks by getting on them early and using the early momentum of those rocks to get them where they go. And these guys are capable of driving a rock 15 feet past where it should go. And there, finally, someone found the 4-foot circle and, in fact, covered the pin. Almost past the tee line. Great shot there from Bill Nickel. Chad will follow him down, I believe. Yep. City View has hammer here. I think he'd like to chip that away if possible.
See, in the chat room, we have Dan Mackel from Schenectady and a lot of City View viewers.
Yeah, we expected. Last night we spent some time with the City View players after their game last night, and they gave us a pretty good idea. This is just not coming over. Little nudge, little shove,
put
but
it more undercover, too.
Still left Plainfield sitting 1. Now behind the tee line, however. I think you want to go right in again here if you're Mark Mooney and sit 1 and 2. That one's nothing's hurting him behind the tee line there of the yellow ones. You got to give some shelter to this red rock. He's looking at hitting here. I'm not sure I like that. Let's see what he has in mind. I like one right there where Bill just tapped his broom.
Because it's partially undercover there, except for it's draw twoable. Is that a word?
Draw twoable. It's worked for me.
Oh, we don't know the words. We just make them up.
I got the gist. I like it. So ideally here, Plainfield would like to be in the 4-foot in front of their red rock, just maybe a little bit towards the center, just touching the center line, just a stitch. And this is Mark Mooney's first, he's a skip of Plainfield. This is his first stone of the morning. It's still morning. Certainly a miss here. What we refer to as the pro side would be short, not deep. And again, I like the way this is. We haven't played anything with the out turn here, but the in turn is curling really nice. If you get out there, it's going to come. Weight looks pretty good. And it's not going to get there, but I still think there's room. I still think you can get around this rock if you're Dylan.
Yeah, that's what he's trying right now. He just indicated he wants to bring it right down to the red.
Yeah. Not a horrible miss, but I'm sure that Mark would have liked to have been 1 and 2 on the 4-foot circle someplace.
Or at least out further to the left to block the draw path.
Right. Going to be hard to keep him out there the way that it's curling. First stone of the day for Dylan Haggart. Skip for City View. Avid Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Had a lot of hockey conversation with him over the weekend, which is delightful. I'm kind of a hockey nut myself. Central New York being a bit of a hockey mecca here for the Northeast. Little Clinton, New York was Hockeyville a couple of years ago. Got to visit with Jeremy Roenick. That was entertaining. Got a good-looking shot here, does Dylan. And now they're going to go. Oh, it's hanging out just a little bit. And it did wind up shot rock, however, behind the tee line. Good shot. Just didn't finish over. It looked like it was going to finish, and it just kind of hung there a little bit. Good shot, though. Boy, if we're getting picayune, maybe just a stitch heavy, maybe, huh? Really good shot there from Dylan. Shot rock, back button. Now the door's open here. If Mark can freeze one on this yellow one, right directly in front of it, I think Dylan's going to have to be certainly forced to one, and maybe a steal here for Plainfield. Let's see what Mark can do.
Two of them that came down like that and just didn't curl that little
Didn't
extra
finish,
bit.
yeah.
They
It looked like
didn't
they were going to
finish.
finish, and they kind of just hung once they hit the rings. They better keep this one out there. Here it comes. Line's good. Line's great. Don't know. Let's see if this one finishes. I think if the weight's right, it'll finish, but
Trying to push it a little bit.
a little heavy.
Got to tap that
A
yellow.
little toasty.
Okay.
Red's going to sit 1 and 2 in front of the tee line, just about a third of stone behind the tee line. So Dylan's playing. I don't know if he can get them both out of there. Boy, if he could get them both out of there and lose his shooter, he's going to get 4. But I don't know that he can see enough of that rock to do it. Just drawing down for 1. If that red rock was a little bit more exposed, he might be able to double mount and get a pile, lose his shooter, and get a bundle. But yeah, drawing for 1 here is Dylan. He's on the same line everybody else, and maybe even a little wider.
A little wider, I think.
Yeah, a little touch
My
wider.
view.
And it's not coming over. So it looks like it's going to be real weight sensitive in that path there. And this is going to be, I think. Wow. Don't know. Looks like he got his 1. Wow. Yep, they've just pointed. Bill just pointed to 1. So Dylan got his, it's a force there by Plainfield, but Dylan made a good throw to get his 1. That one just, it's funny, that little bit of. Yeah.
They're calling for drinks on the ice. Apparently, I'm looking over here in the chat room, and there was quite a bit of it last night. The Silly Dilly.
Oh, that was good.
Did you have one,
I
Dave?
had one. It was really, really good.
I did not
think
have
it was vodka, lime juice, and triple sec. It's almost like what we call a snake bite around here. Very, very refreshing and nice. I had one, and I was tempted to have another one, but I did not do it.
I missed that. We should have given them a couple of our patented UC takeouts, which is the Utica Takeout, which is a Utica club in a Drambuie.
Wow.
That's an interesting drink, too.
Huh. Mixed together?
Mixed together. What you do
Utica Club beer and
you
Drambuie?
take a glass of Utica Club and you drop
Yikes.
a shot glass of Drambuie in it.
Okay, like a Boilermaker,
Yeah,
except.
like a Boilermaker.
So City View gets 1 there in the first end. Force from Plainfield there. They'll get the hammer here. Nice center guard there by David.
Nothing else posted on any of the boards yet. Everybody's in their first end.
It's so delightful to have curlers that move right along with the game. It's just you get into a rhythm when you're playing too. Don't you find that when you move right along and the players are ready to shoot,
Right.
you just kind of get into a rhythm. It's a different feel of the game.
Right, and if you find yourself waiting for the other team, and again, once in a while you do have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out what shot to make, but sometimes some teams are very, very slow.
Oh boy.
So you end up sitting down, you lose concentration.
Yeah, you get cold. You're colder,
It's almost like golf when you're, for those golfers, if you're always held up
Yep.
and you hit, then you just stand there in the fairway. Well, some people stand in the fairway, I stand in the rough.
And here they go. This is quite a sweeping tandem. And they're going to have 2 rocks, but neither on the rings. Very nice.
But they're actually both promotable if they need to.
Yep. Good center guards. Mark's going to go ahead and use this corner guard that he has. That old adage, if you got him, you might as well use him. With Hammer here, does Plainfield have in the second end?
And it's funny the way the different teams react to this. Some use the corners, some come right around the middle.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a better or worse.
I don't think this has got legs to get there. Not quite. Going to have 2 corner guards here.
2 centers, 2 corners.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to go for a promote. Promote right down the middle.
Sure. And if you hit this right, you can still leave your guard right there. T-line weight is what he's asking for. Raise attempt here from Patrick. Line's great. Line's real good. Just over curled a stitch. Tough to get it out of there though. You can see about
half.
About half a rock or so, maybe a little more.
It's going to go after the top ones. If he hits those right, he might get all 3.
Now here's where the experienced skips don't hesitate here. 3 guard zone's over.
Yep. Gone.
Middle's cluttered up with the other team's rocks. I've got Hammer. We're going to just bust it open here. Pardon me.
I find myself sometimes not doing that and regret it later.
Yep.
You think you can get around, and all of a sudden you realize.
And if you think you're playing to the strength of your player, and I've heard that as an excuse, I don't like that excuse because it would help an inexperienced player learn how to throw that kind of weight. You know, you say, well, I can only throw draws. Well, part of the game is throwing takeouts. Even if you throw board weight, you move rock like that. That wasn't a big weight takeout.
No, it moved 2 rocks.
Yeah. It was kind of board weight here. These rocks are relatively new. It's only the second year that we've been playing with them. Or third. Third?
I think this is year 3.
This is year 3, I think. And they're lively, and you don't need big bomber weight to move stones, and that was a perfect example of that.
And what was interesting about these rocks when they were new is heavy takeouts didn't seem any different. It's the light ones.
That's right.
Where they seem to react a lot more.
Going to go right to the back 8 with this one. See if Mark's going to get rid of that yellow rock or come around it. I think I'd be tempted to peel this as well.
Nick, the Utica, UC and Drambuie is called a Utica takeout. Somebody's asking here in the chat.
Boy, this is coming up real hard. Got a piece of it. Just going to tick it or miss it.
By.
Going right by. Well, there's a break for City View. Now we're going to go for the pot here, top 4. And if this is a successful draw, Mark will try and give Bill another chance at getting rid of that top guard.
Well, I don't think that's going to make it.
It's not going to get there. No, just a little light. Okay.
Going to make those go away, too.
Could leave himself with 2 corners if he hits this right, too. On to third stones here, Bill Nickel. think half a rock, he gets both of them.
Which half? The top half or the bottom half?
Top. It's outside. Trying to do a little
Coming in
directional
hard,
swing,
though.
but it is
Coming
moving.
in hard.
Gonna jam it right into it, I think. Oh, we went right over the
Over the
top.
top,
Oh
well.
my goodness.
Yeah, one's better than none.
Yes, sure is. Gonna give Chad another chance at stuffing one here.
I didn't think about it till now. We need to have somebody down there give us a little signal on what the speed of the ice is.
Well, we could
kinda
probably
curious.
catch it. Got the. We can see when it hits the tee line. We can almost. And you guys got to watch? No. It's
Okay.
fast.
That's a nice draw right there.
Beauty.
Get it.
Got to finish it right up to the button. Nice throw there from Chad. Very nice. Well swept. Good team shot.
There you go. That's always an interesting. Sometimes when you're going to take out that top stone, where do you put your broom, on the right or the left? Give yourself a little error. Put it on the right side, so if you're a little wide, you catch the one in the back.
Yes and no. I think this is going to work out. Boom. Boom. And
Oh,
still left City View sitting 1 and 2. And you want to go right there. Sit 3. Clutter up that 4 foot with yellow rocks here. Dylan's what he's got in mind. The peel attempts here from Plainfield have not been successful thus far in the end. Draw attempt here from Dylan. Sitting 2. No hammer here for City View in the second end. Just cleaning. I like the idea of just cleaning stones here like Chad was doing. Going to come a little deep. I don't think Dylan wanted to be deep with that rock, but still sitting 3, however. He's going to force Mark to make a shot here. Mark's certainly scooting for 1 here right now. It hangs out a little bit. He could nudge off the yellow stone, that's second stone, and flop over in front of the yellow stone that's shot rock behind the tee line. Hammer belongs to Plainfield here in the second.
one of the things I hear all the time is, oh, you got a backer. And sometimes that makes you throw a little heavy with that in mind.
There's a suggestion there, you know.
I've had somebody else tell me, a little more experienced, just say, it's just a draw. I've done 1,000 of them.
The way I think about it is that there's no need to be light. It's like there's semantics of, this is a good looking shot here from Mark. Coming over really nice. Easy. I think it's there on its own. And it is. He's going to lock this right on. Oh, nice throw.
Oh,
There is a way of getting it out of there, though.
a little chip there.
A little
Come out
chip. It
through the-
just didn't need to be swept at the end there.
that little bump there
Yeah,
made a big difference.
Yes, it did. It opened up the path to be able to slide this between these 2 yellow rocks and off the rings. It was fine, though. It was real close, you know. It was really, really close. You would have liked to have not made just come to that rock and not made contact and push it back, but
But you also don't want to leave it that half an
game
inch too
of
short
inches and game of less than that. Good shot, nonetheless. I think he'd feel better about it if he'd froze to it and not nudged it. That little bounce made it a little more vulnerable. So last stone here for Dylan. Hammerstone still to come. Looks like a nice control takeout here. Nice weight.
either. Well, I think it's going to get enough.
Yeah, gonna bounce. Bounce it off and send it through. Very nice. Very good shot. And he had the luxury of being a little wide there because of the way those two yellow stones were locked on. It was going to bounce like that. So now, is he shot rock if he noses this? I don't know. Tough to call from this vantage point. I don't know.
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say yes. Our camera's pointing straight down, or not quite straight down.
No,
So
they're
there's
not.
a little bit of distortion in there.
So if you crotch hit these, does it jam? Then there's that also. Does that shot rock jam into the yellow one in the back, which
And
is
become
possible,
shot.
and become shot?
Become a shot again.
Yep. If those yellow rocks were just configured a little bit different, where if shot rock was behind the yellow one, it'd be a much easier double to be able to keep your shooter on the close to the button.
Yeah, I'm going to have to just guess that if they hit that center yellow and were shot, they would have thrown it by now.
Agreed. I think he's got to move both of
I
those
think
stones.
Huh? I mean, if it was as clean as just hitting that stone, I think he would have gone for it. They look a lot of thinking going on there. Unless he thinks he's going to come right down to the crotch of that. And
A bit of a
move them
tedious
both a little
shot
bit.
here. If he doesn't hit this right, I think he can. He certainly can leave City View sitting one. Certainly. I don't see dropping two here unless he's real wide. Well, let's see. Hammerstone here in the second end. City View enjoying just a 1-point lead here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is on the guard. I think this is on the guard. Oh, no. Ouch. And that is going to be a steal of 3. So 4-0 City View after 2. Unfortunate there. He was a little tight out of his hand and maybe down weight just a little. So do you still try to steal or do you go top 4 here? All day. Yep.
Dave's over here consulting with the spectators on strategy. So what was the decision, Dave?
Oh, you go top 4 all day.
And why is that?
Well, you don't want to set up any guards for the other teams chasing now. You want them to there because the team with hammer is going to go to the corners. Then you get another guard set up. Maybe the second one you don't bring in. Now you cover that one up, and all of a sudden you're in control of the end without hammer. The scoreboard's dictating the control, right?
Okay. So if right now they're going to put up the corner guard,
Correct.
but if they just hit, then you just play the hit game for a
They're
while?
playing for 1. They're playing for 1. If you start hitting now, if you're playing field, you're playing for 1. This might slide onto the rings. Disregard.
Still no scores up on sheet 1 and sheet 6.
You can't leave that there if you're Dylan. Takeout attempt here. Looking pretty good. I think his shooter's going to get right to the nose, I believe. Nice throw. Little outside hit. Nice shot. Eddie Colburn, now he'll try to hit this now that there's a corner up there. No, it's just drawing behind it. Okay, gotcha. Just drawing behind. Not a great deal of room over there to draw, but it's puts him in line for a deuce if he can get one on this. Looks dreadfully light to me. I don't know. Maybe it's not. You're not going to get this rock
Yeah,
with
I
a
don't
ring.
think it's going to make it behind the corner.
Nope. But it will be a corner nonetheless. Now Dylan will give some shelter to this rock on the rings.
You hate to give up 3 so early in the game.
No kidding.
But I guess better early than late.
Yep. There's plenty of time. You just got to put it behind you and just play the game, get your deuce, move on. Here it comes. Gonna freeze right on it. Pretty good. Gonna need good weight here to double these out, huh? Nice normal takeout. Guess about half a rock. You might slide it right under these guards here. It's a big shot. Down 4. Plainfield needs to make a shot here.
It's a lot of room for it. I wonder what the weight is they're calling for this. Normal?
He pointed to his hip. I'm thinking control.
The hip could be bumper.
Okay. Looks like that's what it's about.
Some people use that.
The line's getting better every turn. A little wide. I think he's going to lose his shoot. No, it's going to be all right. Got to get it over there. Oh, boy. Needed to be swept a little bit just to keep it out on that line. This rock will go bye-bye.
I think they need a little more weight or a little more direct hit.
Yeah.
I think a touch more weight they needed.
A little more weight.
They had to move 2 stones.
Yeah. Yeah, he left this rock wide open. Not going to get back to the nose. I think his shooter's going to go away on this one. And in fact, it is going to go away. Okay. Now we're back to the draw game here for Plainfield. Here's where you want it. Working it over. The weight's a little better on this one. Boy, they're working it hard. They got to finish this right up hard. Go, go, go. And it's getting better every turn. Left about half a rock the way I'm looking down the ice. Oh, it's there. Good shot. Boy, if it went another 1.5 feet, he would have been in business. Good throw. And Chad will try to chip this off the rings. Plenty of room there. Right on the stick. Boy, they dragged this out. I thought he was on this rock all day, and he's actually going to chip it. Oh, just a little chip. It came up hard on him, too. I mean, it was nice weight. Board, huh? Board plus. Good shot. Just no outcome there. Now do you go after this yellow rock and sit 2?
Sure.
And try to get your deuce. I think that's what you got to do at
Bill
this
Nichols
point.
pointing that way. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think so. And obviously, if you make the choice to do this, you're playing for 2. Nose hit.
Take it easy. Hey, Brett. Thanks, guys.
It's down weight here. Down weight. Got to go really hard. This is going to come up really hard. Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
A little tick.
I
Gonna
don't.
get it.
You're going to get a little tick, but
Got it off.
Dylan's beating it to death, trying to get it out counting the one in the back. And the old Rodney Dangerfield shot. It came back around. I can't tell you who's second rock. It's close. Going to give Chad another shot. Now this is more open. He nudged that red guard over, so he's got a pretty good look at it now. Boy, it's coming up hard. He's on the guard. No, oh my goodness. And the double, oh my goodness. Left red sitting one in the bag.
Little fall recovery.
Oh,
and
man. I can't believe
no burning the
they got
stone.
that by. Holy smokes. Good sweep. Really good sweep. Still room to draw here. We're still trying to make use of this. These 2 rocks over here on the left looking down the sheet.
There was clearly half an inch it went by.
Wow. Good for him. The first one ticked. They were on it early, and they found a way to get it by. It was a good shot. Plainfield still in line for a deuce here, sitting 1 in the back 8. If they can get one behind cover here, they'll be in line for a multiple score. I don't think this rock is going to bury. Like to be second rock if you can get it there. And not quite. Dylan's going to go after shot rock in the back here. Left him sitting 1 and 2 in the back. Oh, boy. Yep. Got to do it. Put himself in line for a deuce here. Got to move these yellow rocks back enough to sit 1 and 2 with his shooter.
Well, if he hits the top one right, they'll both go.
I'm sure he'd like to sit 1 and 2.
If he hits it on the outside, well, hit the.
We've had this conversation all weekend. There's very few instances in a curling game when you do not want to sit 1 and 2, with hammer or without, right? It's maybe coming home up 4. Yeah, right. And the exception to that rule would be up 4 coming for home. It's a good thing as a skip to reevaluate that, and say, well, I'm going to guard. Well, no, just sit 1 and 2.
Oh, we played one earlier this week. They just kept putting them right in the middle, one after another after another. We couldn't catch up.
This is going to work out for Mark, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect shot. Left him sitting 1 and 2. Trying desperately to get himself back in the game here after dropping 3 in the previous end. Dylan down to his last stone. Hammer still to come here for Plainfield as of yet on the board.
So they're sitting 2. Yellow's up.
Takeout attempt. Love to hit and stick. Be shot rock for sure.
He's sweeping hard. Oh, he's up.
Nicely thrown. Boy, I don't know if it's going to stick around or not. And got an open draw here for 2.
I think they were expecting it to move a little bit more than it did.
I think so too. Maybe he might have thrown a little more weight than he wanted to throw there, but
because originally I thought the same thing. I thought I was going to over curl or curl more.
Yeah,
and they were down sweeping it, kept it out, almost too far.
Certainly looked like it was trying to curl. Little weight sensitive spot there, maybe. So full 12 here. Just needs to be full 12 to get his deuce, does Mark Looney here in the third end. How many people we got on the line out there? $154 people watching? Views, 156. Wow.
156.
That's wild. We have 156 people watching today, folks. I'm glad to have you out there. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as us.
I think the finals, we have a question here. The finals are 8 ends. I had read or heard that the A finals could opt for 10, but I don't think they did.
These are 8 ends.
But the A final, is that, they opt for 10? They used to be 10.
I'm not sure what it says in the rule. This is a great draw here for 2.
It used to be 10.
Very nicely thrown.
It used to be 10, then they up for 8.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to consider them 8 ends at this point.
So Plainfield gets back into the game with a deuce here in the third. And still in control of the game is City View and Dylan Haggart up 4-2. And we will play on here, play the fourth. No offer from the sweeping tandem here yet. Don't want this on the rings by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, it's still gliding. No, it looks like it's going to check up, though. It got to get to the center. I can't tell with Dylan.
Just off center.
Just off center, it looks like. Draw attempt here from David Sullivan.
So again, no corner guard.
No corner guard. He was going for the
pot.
Going for the pot, and he's going to put up another guard. That's convenient shot here for Plainfield. I think maybe you want to tap this up now if you're Mark. Come around, tap up. Got a couple options here.
Well, you try come around. If you're a little narrow, you tap it up.
It's the same weight for both.
You get a choice of 2.
Sure. We haven't seen a lot of rocks come down this path yet, especially way out like this.
You should be coming right at where we set.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a little frosty out that side.
You can pull it up on your phone, you know. This game, you can pull it up on your phone. Oh.
We might need them to watch it
Because
for
the chat room it's the same as that screen there. That's if you pull it up on your phone.
Or if they pull it up on their phone, we get instant replays.
That's funny. Okay, so the draw attempt went past the tee line. Good shot, nonetheless. Would like that in front of the tee line, ideally.
Just for the people that don't see it, right next to us is the City View spectator group.
God, this is way out there. I don't know that this one's going to come back.
It's not moving at all right now.
No, it's not. He's trying to directional sweep his Chad, but it's going to go right on by. Wow. That's unfortunate.
And again, that wasn't a lot.
I know where I
weight.
want this one. Right there. Little Christmas tree. Just show him third of a rock, maybe, sticking out from that center, that corner guard.
That thing didn't curl more than a stone,
No, it did not.
that weight.
Little,
And that wasn't a lot of weight either.
well, a little
That was
toasty
just-
through
I mean-
the house.
Through the house, but you
You know,
thought you might get something out of it.
yeah, just didn't want to come over. Bill Grzybowski here. Chance for Plainfield to really get in control of the end here if he can get one behind this red one. He's on about the same path, but I think he's got less weight than the previous stone. They're
That
working it.
almost looked like it fell out from my view.
I think you got to leave this up high if it's not going to bury. Coming hard now, though. See, that little bit of a difference in weight made all the difference, did it not?
Did.
Look at that. Keep going. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a beauty. And Dylan's got to get that
Gonna go
front
from the
end
top,
open
top
up. Oh,
one,
yeah, absolutely. Good shot.
That's almost a perfect Christmas tree.
Yeah, I don't
right
know that
there.
you could have set that down, carried it down, set it down any better.
He can get two if he hits this right.
I think Patrick will have a little steam behind this one.
Broom's right in the center of the stone.
Earned it just a little bit.
Well,
Don't know. Boom. Boom. Not bad. Not a bad outcome. Not a bad outcome. Good shot.
I'm thinking that yellow's gonna go away.
Oh, you gotta. Red shot.
It's not going away.
Hmm.
It's gonna put something in front of the yellow. Gonna save it for later. Use the yellow as a. Looked like he was calling for right down to the yellow.
Mm-hmm. This would be the intent here would be to try and not force him. He's really still trying to steal the end or be going after this yellow one. He wants to sit it right in between these two, this red and this yellow rock.
I don't think it's gonna do it. He's gonna end up with a guard on the reds if he gets.
Which
cut.
is not a bad
Yeah.
miss. This is what we call the pro side, and that works. That works. No doubt. Yeah. Center of the rock again here. See if Patrick can pull a little more magic out of his triple that he got early in the game.
Threw that one out a little bit more.
But it's coming, though. Boom. Boom. And he took himself out.
Yeah.
Now I think you got to start guarding.
I think when he released,
Don't need any more rocks on there. That's the place for it.
He released it out a little bit, and it didn't come back that little bit it needed.
How about the Houston Texans? Pounding Cleveland. My goodness, I didn't see that.
What sheet are they on?
Guard attempt here from Bill Nickel. No hammer here for Plainfield. Playing guard game now. It's got to do a lot of curling. Gonna get to the center, but I think it's gonna leave these red rocks wide open. Yep. And in fact it did. That's unfortunate for Plainfield. That rock really did not cover. It covered the center one up, but these rocks are vulnerable now. City View has the hammer here in the fourth end. Right in the center, right like it's going to go right between them, which it can't do. It'll erase both of them if he can get it there. Coming with his intern. It's by. And that's going to work.
Oh, beautiful. Very nice shot.
Nice throw.
The only thing that could have made it better for that on top of the red.
Very, very nice shot there from Chad.
We need to mic up our crowd, too. A little quieter than it was last night.
Freeze attempt here now. Interesting call. A little change of pace here for Mark Mooney. He's going to try and force City View to 1 with this freeze attempt from Bill Nickel.
See it move after the high line with the right amount of weight.
A little toasty. He's going to come in contact with his own rock. If it can curl enough, he can flop over on the center.
Nope.
Just a little bit over. Not quite. No. Not enough. Wasn't that heavy either. Just didn't move. No finish, right?
No finish.
No finish.
Not an easy way to remove that without taking out their yellow also.
True.
I think he just wants to come down to it. Well, he changed the broom. It looks like a hit broom.
It's definitely a hit. Took a little bit off it, this one. And it's still going out.
It actually is.
It's still going out.
It's going for the wick.
Starting to come now. Got the one in the back. Just set that one out just a little bit.
Yeah, watching it run down that 4-foot line, I was actually moving away from it.
Yep.
Moving out.
Right there is okay, too. We got to get up to City View, go to their club and play. I'd like to curl with these guys.
No, have a dilly drink up there in City View.
He's going to play guard. He said if it's heavy, they'll go there. Okay.
After hosting these clubs year after year, it really makes you want to travel to their clubs.
Doesn't it, though? It really does.
Because you meet a lot of nice people.
Without question.
A lot of nice people.
Oh, the camaraderie. I've always said for years that certainly the camaraderie that's around curling is like nothing. I've been an athlete most of my life, and I've never had more fun with curlers than I had with people I played basketball with or deck hockey or horses or anything. It's just really great bunch of people.
And you find the personalities at the table after the game. That's where the personalities come out.
So much fun. And Plainfield's the first club I ever curled at. 1990, I curled at Plainfield. Good bunch of people there, too. Hello to Don Baird. He's the first person I ever threw a curling rock with.
I think first club I ever curled at was the Francis Street Utica Curling Club in '67.
No kidding. Wow. For the last year the club was there, that was my first year of the Utica Curling Club, 95.
So you got 1 year in it, the old club?
I did. And happened to be on a Mitchell winner with Brian Moore.
Who's sitting directly behind you.
Yep. Took me under his wing. I It's a good spot.
Brian's brought a few new curlers in under his wing.
Over curled just a little bit, giving Dylan a little bit of an out here. I don't know who's second rock. I can't tell from my vantage point. You can tell who's second rock there?
I think red is
Red
one,
rock up
red
at the
is
top?
1 and 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Even though it over curled, you almost had to do that, right?
you're right. So a hit and roll in. Be careful, it doesn't move at the end.
No, getting
Pushing
better.
it in.
It's getting better. Getting better. Nice throw. Doubles there. I think if he hits what he can see of that yellow rock, they both go away, and he sits 2. Does Mark Mooney.
We may be leaving the bars before then.
Again, the camaraderie around curling is not like anything I've ever enjoyed. A lot of characters. Ought to bring a couple mixed teams down for our Cobb. That's a lot of fun also. Music, entertainment, there's usually a theme around it as well. It's a lot of fun. Easy, boys. I don't know. Got one of them.
Yellow.
Got one.
No.
And wound up sitting 1, guarded. Down to the hammer. No, I think we're down to the hammerstone here. Yeah. Yeah. This is it.
Gonna try and pick that out of there. I don't know. What's showing on that stone, Dave?
Looks like about half a rock. Close to that. 5/16.
16, 30 seconds.
Love that.
It's fun being in the hack.
15/17.
Yeah, it's fun being in the hack, and the skip tells you just need you to hit 15, 30 seconds of this stone.
Tricky little release here. He kind of came forward and set it out just a little bit. It's a good shot. He's going to get his deuce if it sticks around. And it's going to be a force of 1. Great shot, though. Dylan, beautiful throw.
They were a little.
That was a tricky little delivery. He kind of came out like he was going to be narrow, and he just set it. That was really clever.
Even the sweepers, they weren't quite sure what they wanted to do. They want to push out, push it in. It's like, I think they thought it was going to snap.
I think you're right.
Because all of a sudden they're pushing it out when it looks like it didn't need to, but I think they're anticipating a snap. Hit the guard.
So a 5-2 advantage here for City View. We're moving on to the 5th.
They had at least 30 seconds. Clearance by that stone.
This is such a finesse game. You know, he's coming out just trying to throw a mid-range takeout. Came out. It looked like he was out a little bit narrow and kind of just set it. I mean, that's clever to be able to do that. Are you guys childhood curlers? No? Oh, okay. But none of you guys were like little kid curlers. No, huh? Interesting. I think Mark's going to disregard that stone and set his cover back to the.
We used to kind of find for this. Then we backed it off to for everybody, but yeah, as you see, TC came first to the ball and one player. That's what was kind of when I think everybody else come off and watch the last 2 minutes. So we had played extra yesterday. Yeah. But a lot of guys like to make it even.
Draw behind, little leap behind the tee line. One of the teams we played this weekend, they deliberately threw spinners sometimes to
Mm-hmm.
try and cut down on the curl on some of the real narrow port shots.
Did it work?
And it did sometimes. It was kind of fun to watch.
Some people can do that without trying.
But when they first did it, it was like, wait, what are they doing?
Wide open rock here for City View to go after. Almost. Just a little tick left it right out in the open. We're not keeping percentages of takeouts, but Patrick's been pretty darn good. It looks like he's all over this one, too.
Well, maybe not. Maybe
A
not.
little tick.
Oh,
I jinxed him.
you did.
Sorry about that.
Well, I was looking. I couldn't tell the line, but I was looking at the sweeping.
He was
Saying
narrow.
it's pretty aggressive sweeping
big
for
move.
one that's made. They're trying to keep that out.
Fifth end here. Pretty imperative for Plainfield to get a deuce here.
If they can't keep it out,
And there he's going to go. That's the right. I'd like that call here to try and use that guard. You got a corner. You might as well use it.
Now, some people guard that center red.
Some would.
Sometimes
If you got teams that are skilled that can make doubles too, you might want to not leave. You know, if you get too close, you might leave them a biscuit double. You don't want that.
a biscuit double.
Yeah. You know, easy one.
Haven't heard that one before.
Line's getting better every turn. Got to keep going right till it stops. And Bill Nicholas is just doing that. That's a pretty good throw. Nice shot there from Bill. Little cat and mouse game here in the fifth end. Very entertaining curling game. Right to the nose. Flopped over on the other one. Yep. Nice shot. Just want to cross the face here a little bit on this one. Cross the face, get them both, and he'll have the house split. I don't mind going the other way with this rock either. He pointed like he'd like to go. He has the option of going to the left, looking down the sheet. I don't think the stone he's hitting that's in the top 4 foot is going to go away if he does that. And the main part of a hit and roll is
hit. Can you have a roll without a hit?
Didn't get the double, and I think he's going off the rings too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Just came up a little hard on him. Almost. Needed to hit that rock a little more fat. Going to try and chip this red one out. And I think he just pointed to the one in front of it, meaning that if he's narrow and not the end of the world if he gets rid of that one. Or do you want to go for the double here? Nope, I think he's going to go for...
The only tough thing about the finals on Sunday morning, 11:30, there's not the crowd watching like there was last night. It was a lot of fun. The crowd was a lot of fun.
I had feedback from people that were watching last night who said it sounded like a complete ruckus in here, and it was. I mean, I've seen some Mitchells that were really a ruckus, but last night might have took the cake. It was crazy.
Yeah, we have a shed mic, but we don't have a crowd mic.
Like you said, we need somebody around with a little GoPro.
A little sideline reporting.
Okay, gonna hit here. Sit 1 and 2. Plainfield in pretty good shape here right now to get a deuce. You got to have a hitting sticker here. Oh boy. Oh no. I think he might have flashed it. Just nudged it over. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That hurts.
Little too much weight, maybe, huh?
That hurts.
Ouch. We have almost 200 people viewing here. That's a lot of fun. We're thrilled to have that many people watching the broadcast.
I don't know what our top is, but that's a lot more than I normally see.
When we had the college nationals here, we had about international people watching, and it was about 300 people at one point.
Oh, wow.
And now the chance for the deuce is pretty much off the table.
I'm just, well, it is the featured game, but looking at the comments there is a City View crowd out there watching.
And we knew there would be. We were touting them. We were touting them last night. And Plainfield, too. There's a bunch of Plainfield people, too. Now he's going to play the freeze game, try to get himself back in line for a deuce here. That's really unfortunate, the way this end shaped up for Plainfield.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty funny, some of them.
Line's pretty good. Line's getting better. Still not going to come to the nose. He's trying to freeze. I don't think he's going to get there.
It's going to bounce.
Yeah, and just leave a sitting duck. I think you'd like to roll away here if you're Dylan and not leave a pocket for Mark when he's up to throw.
Just enough overlap there. You don't want to be too far on the outside, though, to roll out because you could pick the yellow on the way through.
True.
I don't know if I'd move it off.
There wouldn't be much harm, actually, in that happening, though. If you got rid of all three of these, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Right. Nice throw. That's a good shot. Shooter's going to go away. No harm.
So 2 yellows.
Got to make the perfect freeze here if you're Mark Mooney. The freeze is the only hope for a deuce, right?
At this point, yes.
Yep. Perfect freeze, and I believe that Dylan will try to follow him down.
Well, other option, he's got the chance.
Freeze attempt here for Mark Mooney. He's got the hammer here.
Is it going to move enough?
If the weight is right, I believe it will. Line's getting better. I think he's got a good shot here if it's got legs. Going to leave it in front. Okay. Not a bad spot for it.
It is shot at this point.
Yep, not a bad spot. There's a jam possibility. Just one room too light, huh? Dylan, no desire to keep his shooter here. He just wants to chip this red one off and put Mark in the same place now. It'll be a force if this is a successful shot. I think he's got it. Little chip. Oh my goodness, he just hung it out there enough. Big weight. I don't think he needed to really throw that weight, but this is a break for Plainfield here. Wide open, just got to hit the 8-foot circle for two. Wow. I sure looked like it was going to chip it too. Just stuck right there. That was big, big weight. There's no doubt in our mind that he can throw weight. Holy smokes, that was cooking. That might have been the fastest rock I've seen thrown all weekend. So open draw here. Doors open for Mark Mooney to get right back into the game here in the fifth end. Needs to hit the white circle for his deuce.
Yeah, at least full 12. The
Yep.
other one's biting the outside of the.
Make a. Looks pretty good.
They like it. Sweepers like it.
They do.
Just a little cleaning.
Beautiful throw there for Mark. Very nice. Plainfield back in the game here. 5-4 at the end of 5. We'll move on to the 6th.
Is it 5-4 or is it 4-5? Which way do you go? You're keeping the scoreboard. It's different.
Yep. 5-4 City View. They did get the hammer back here in the all-important 6th end.
Well, it's nice from a spectator point of view when the game narrows up a little bit. Makes the game a little more exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Blowouts aren't fun in any game.
No.
It's so much more fun to be in a game that's a 1-point game or thereabouts.
Or maybe not be in the game, is when you're watching the game.
Right.
When you're in the game, you want to be up 4.
Oh, no, I genuinely like close curling games. And we just eclipsed 200 people. Nice center guard here for Plainfield to start the 6th end. It's Patty Coburn. Dylan's going to go out to the wings here with David. They're pounding. They're all on it now. Like hound dogs hunting rabbits. Can't help it, folks. It's how I'm wired. Another center guard coming here.
Or unwired.
Spent too many years around racehorses. This got way out there.
Come in, though, with that. Huh?
I don't know. I think he's going to guard the yellow rock.
He's enough weight? What do you think? A little more weight would.
I want to try and get it and at least expose this yellow rock. Keep going. Okay.
Except for the full rock's exposed.
Yeah, he got right out in the fresh pebble out there, too.
But it moved quite a bit.
It did.
A little more weight would have been nice.
Now we'll go to the draw game here for Dylan. Five-4. Plainfield snugged it up a little bit with their deuce in the 5th end. City View has hammer here in the 6th. T-line draw. Mark's going to try and have Bill come down and freeze on this one. Line's good. They're working it over. It's not going to freeze to it, but it's going to it might be shot rock though. Wow. Covered the pin. Back house weight here. Dylan asking of Patrick. He changed up a little bit. Dylan has been faithful about opening up the front end. Wow, this is going sideways. They're by. Just got it by. Boy, I mean, look, they're going to love the outcome here. Nice shot. That's a beautiful curling shot right there, folks. Patrick Boisvenu. I like saying the name. You know, I can't. It's just one of those names. Makes me feel like I'm calling a game in Montreal or something, you know? That beautiful curling shot. Freeze attempt again here. I think a little toasty, too. A little wider, a little toasty. Coming. Getting better. Not a bad spot, but he's got to relinquish maybe one of these yellow rocks to do this right and still sit 2. Dragged it right out. Oh, my goodness. Yep, the sit 1 and 2. Nice throw. 2 nice shots there from Patrick. Yellow. City View's got 3 yellow rocks on the paint.
Just came back. Where'd all these yellows come from?
2 good shots by City View. So the rock on the left is a little higher than the one on the right, so he'll go after that first and try and just cross it over and freeze onto the yellow one would be an ideal spot for him here. I don't know if he can get them both with the weight. I guess he can with the weight he's going to throw here. Not a lot of room. That red guard is a little bit in the way.
Well, if he chips off the outside one a little bit.
Oh, boy. Set it out.
Set it out.
Trying to directional sweep here is Bill, but I don't think this one's coming back. And he did erase one of them. Right there.
Now, that was one they almost probably needed a little farther outside to get both, even though that wasn't what they wanted.
Right, and directed, at least directed off of the center, huh?
Yeah. But again, the hit and roll's got to be a hit.
Back. Late curl to these if the weight is right, but just not coming over. Now it's curling. Just split them a little bit. Such a strange game we play. Yeah, see, it doesn't do them any good to sit there. I mean, to not move one off of there, right? Because they're still, the yellows, City View will still be sitting 2.
All right.
Just want to cross the face and freeze right on the yellow one is the ideal outcome for Plainfield. Bill was a little wide with his first one. Let's see if we can snug her up here.
You don't want to roll too far because you want to freeze kind of on the corner.
Right.
So you can get to it later. Hopefully.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you hold City View to 1 here, but, and this just not coming. It's not coming over.
Nope.
Did get rid of 1. Left it wide open. Pip, pop. Oh, great. That's great. We're happy you're happy, Charlotte. Okay, still 3 yellow rocks on the ring. We're running out of bullets here if you're Plainfield, but we're still 3. If this would be a bit of a catastrophe for Plainfield if City View can score a multiple. You got to freeze right on here and try to hold them to 1 and keep it a 2-point game, I think.
Could you get them down through that port between the 2 reds?
I think that's what he's attempting. You can try and freeze right down. I like that. Just not curling, not getting that finish coming with the outturn with the right-handed shots, right?
Just got to get by that outside red.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what kind of curl they're going to get at the weight they got to throw for a. They're throwing a hit.
Well, the play here down 1 is to hold them to force, right?
Right.
So you got to freeze on this rock. I think there's plenty of room to curl. There's a ton of room to curl here. We've seen a few come this way. The other way, it looks like they're trying to curl and they're just chugging and running out of gas and not real weight sensitive with the outturn there.
I'm just wondering if it curls too much there. Could they? Well, they could freeze either way, even if they freeze on the left side of it, as we're looking at it.
Yeah, you want to be in front of it. Mark Mooney here. Big shot here in the 6th end.
Right on the broom, from my view. Starting to come. Oh, boy.
No legs? No, it's close. They got to go really hard.
Yeah, it's almost
really hard.
They
go really, really hard.
Got by.
Not going to outcount anything.
Oh, that's a shame.
Not in a horrible spot, nonetheless.
Just a touch more weight.
Yeah, 1 more broom of weight, and he would have been golden.
How much is a broom of weight?
4 feet. 4 or 5 feet.
Is that Canadian or U.S.?
I was waiting for it.
It took me a minute.
Waiting for it. Oh, you're funny. Such a pleasure to have my friend Tim Conboy and I be together on these broadcasts. It's a lot of fun for me, especially since I'm not curling this year. There's hope. I have hope. And just taking this draw path away, I think, right? You could get another one in there. I tell you what, if you can get one in between the red one and the yellow one, Plainfield's in a lot of trouble. And it's guard weight.
It's a guard.
Yeah.
Boy, wouldn't it be tempting sometimes to bring one in?
Right between the red and the yellow one and sit 4 would be silly dirty.
But you also have to be careful.
Almost got it there, too. Okay. This rock's virtually not getting to it.
If that was a broom, had more weight.
Oh, boy. So he's got to try and tap the red one up, I guess. I don't know if there's room to draw. That's the play right there, a little tappy tap. Yeah, it looks like he's going to use this yellow rock out here. Good choice here from Mark Mooney. He's going to get rid of second stone here. Hopefully roll right over to the yellow stone that's in the 4-foot. The red rock is third rock up at the top of the rings.
Yeah, see, a lot of people would have gone after that red, trying to run the red back into the yellow.
It's tough though. There's not a lot of room to do it.
And to run it back in, out count it.
Yeah, right. If it wasn't third rock, maybe you would do that, right? If they were sitting, yellow was sitting 4, and you could see enough of the red one to do it, then maybe you give it a shot. But oh boy, sent this one out a little, I think.
It's not gonna, definitely not going to roll in.
No.
Not even going to hit it. No, it did. Got it.
Yeah. Bad break there for Mark Mooney.
Going to try and raise that yellow.
This is possible for a bundle here for Dylan. Come down with sort of control weight and run the yellow one into the red one. Keep his shooter. He'll get 4 here.
Is he going to try and get rid of the red, or do you think he's just going to try and promote that yellow into be third shot?
I would say with the broom he's got there, he's trying to go for the quad.
The hit?
Yeah. Might not keep his shooter, but nonetheless he gets 3 even if he loses his shooter. Plenty of room.
Nice smooth release.
Looking for a directional sweep here. Don't know. Maybe.
Ooh. Enough, yeah.
How about 4? Oh, he's got to get that one. Bill Nickel trying to get that one off the rings. 3-bagger. Great shot. That's a beautiful curling shot. 8-4.
Oh, well.
After 6. Tough.
Only 2.
Huh?
Oh, no.
No, there's 3. Nice shot there from Dylan. Take back his first 4-point lead of the day. 2 ends remaining.
Oh, you gotta do it now, Joe. I mean, I'm gonna.
No guards here for Dylan. You want to put everything on the paint. Mindset would be to try and hold playing field 1, be up 3 with Hammer coming for home.
Well, they are like sweeping machines right there.
They haven't tired all weekend. I've been watching.
Bill, Caesar, now are you? Yes, sir.
Corner guard set up here. Jason 4, 7th end is playing field. Not a lot of mistakes made by City View to this point in the contest. They've pretty much had an answer for everything that Plainfield has attempted.
Still a good game, though. Good shots on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Sent it right behind the guard. Oh, it's going right out the back. A little toasty. Yep, got to set up a corner here. Any rock in play right now is a friend of Plainfield, so he won't be doing a lot of hitting. Anything that all these rocks are something that he can definitely use. I think once the free guard zone is over, Dylan will start doing everything he can to get rid of red rocks here. Okay, that's a corner. That'll work. Now we're going to
Tap it up.
play a little tap game here. Try and sit 1 and 2. My colleague Tim Conboy has done a beautiful job keeping the scores of the other games up to date.
A lot of numbers. A lot of numbers.
Oh, God. You're the best. Beauty.
I find myself now, I'm looking at the scoreboard sometimes, putting up the end and not the score. It's like, you know how this stuff works. It could be 1-1 in the 12th end.
Got to start the freeze game here if you're Plainfield. Got to score here. Got to score a deuce. Down 4, 8-4 right now.
What he's calling for, a freeze to the back yellow.
Yep.
Actually freezes on the inside corner. Will have his own red-yellow Christmas tree. Yellow,
Sure.
red, yellow.
Could even be in between the 2 yellow rocks in front of the
Yeah.
tee line if it's short. Oh, no.
Boy, that's not moving enough.
Not moving at all. And it might even cover the yellow one up. And in fact,
Oh, boy.
still a port there, but tough.
That's a hit port, though. That's not a draw port. You could draw through it if you want to go to the outside, but not to get to that yellow.
Still hope here. A lot of rocks in play. And that's favorable for Plainfield. And he's going to take that rock out. I thought he would. Right now, that's the only one that can genuinely hurt you or give some shelter to a red rock. So he's going to get rid of it. None better this weekend at takeouts than this gentleman right here, from what I've seen. And the only one he missed is when I jinxed him and said that and sang his praises.
Is that
He's got a good shot.
is that Puddles?
Yeah. That's a beauty. Oh, my goodness. A little rub and it's stuffed.
Oh, wow.
They're a funny bunch of dudes, boy.
Ask him, is that Puddles over there? Is that who's in the house? Okay. Trying to keep the name straight here.
Boy, and they've hustled this. They've hustled right along. They have hustled right along with this game, too. Just not going to bury. Going to be shot rock, but it's wide. Not quite. I'm not sure if it's shot rock or not, but it's wide open. Certainly Dylan cannot leave this rock there. Now the dirty shot here would be hit and roll underneath the yellow ones. Wow, it's taken off on him. He's got it. Not sure a shooter's going to hang around.
It's going to roll under.
And it did. Wow. Wow. Yikes.
That's still not.
Man,
Going to have to go for that top one.
4 yellow rocks on paint. No red ones as of yet. Down to Vice Stones here.
Just looking at maybe hitting that back left yellow, rolling. Oh, no, it's not what he's going to do.
Trying to
He's
come
gonna go
through
after
the
top
port.
one, yeah.
Trying to come through the port.
Originally, he looked like he wanted to
Little port there. He can come through there. I think if it makes it through, unless it overcurls, it's going to flop over in front and quite possibly be shot rock. Bill
They gotta
Nichols
get through that
needs
port,
to make a shot here. Line's pretty good. No, it's cutting over. Oh, it made it through. Wow. Great. Oh, and almost picked the one in the back, too. Second rock. Good shot. Man, I can't believe that didn't make contact with that guard.
I think everybody's waiting for it to tick and move over.
Right. Maybe smash into the yellow ones. Now what? Coming through?
Tick and move over could have been shot.
Yep. Well. Following him down, it looks like. Chad Blackburn trying to just take away a good shot from Bill Nickel.
Not really sure what happened here on sheet 2, where they seem to be clearing out.
Tick. A little tickaroon. And it just got it off the rings. That was fortunate there. Fortunate outcome with a little tick. No red rocks yet on the rings.
What's up? Chad's going to the house. So, if I go, no, I just want to go. Brendel, right?
Apparently, there was a big end on sheet 2, but we don't have a final. We don't have the final score. But North Grenville won the game.
And that
They
would
shook.
be the second event. That would be the Allen event. Congratulations to North
They
Grenville.
did shake, so it's Grenville's the winner of that.
Yep, Schenectady, runner-up of the second event. Pat Fitzgerald, good weekend. And still not a red rock on paint here yet. Dylan can put a real damper on the party here if he can get one behind these rocks, and right behind there's a ton of junk in front of the rings. The draw behind him into the 4-foot will really be fly in the ointment here for Plainfield. Oh my goodness, look at this shot. That is about as good as it gets, folks. That's about as good as it gets.
That's a draw shot.
You aren't kidding. City View sitting 5 right at this moment. Mark Mooney looking over a house here. It's like every one of us who've ever played this game have been in this position, and it's not a comfortable one to be in. Oh, boy.
Right in that top red, you can't even run that back, right? Is
You
it locked?
kind
I
of can.
can't
It's
tell.
real tight. I'm not sure you can.
No, if you try and run it back, I think you're going to tick off that
You
yellow.
could use it as a setup shot and move it. You know,
No,
tap it
that's
up a
what
little.
we're looking at right now.
Setup shot. Just kind of tap it onto the rings.
Oh, look at that.
By the shorter like this, and I close that so pitch right now. I remember that short I built a situation. I was uncomfortable, but they just I would just read it. I would scan it. Yeah. And if you missed, you would have
and 300 berries.
Glimmer of hope here with a good shot here from Mark Mooney.
What they decide on doing? They're gonna.
I think he's going to try and tap the red one. Just got across the face of it just a little bit.
It looked like he wanted.
Just to skinny it by the yellow one. And
When he was indicating there earlier, it looked like he wanted to tap the red one just back to corner the yellow.
okay.
For the future shot, I think.
Yeah, that's okay.
So that's a. But they've got to tap it and get out of the way. Going for a draw behind. Sweeping it. He's going to loosen them up there. Ha, ha. Okay.
Made it a little more.
Moved them around a little bit.
Yeah. It's more accessible now.
Gave him a path forward.
Guard.
Back.
Put a guard right in front of him if you're Dylan. Yeah, guard up. Still sitting 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe. Sitting 4 still is City View. You certainly take with one right in between the two red ones. I think you take them both away. Maybe the one on the outside you have a shot at promoting. I think if you set this rock right, neither one of these red rocks is promotable. Might be able to take both of them away.
Right. The danger with putting the guard directly in front of the center red is they could run it that back.
True.
I mean, it makes a long run back, but it's still there.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to these either. You want to be, out in
or if you corner
5 feet out.
If you corner one of them too,
sure.
Then they could hit it and just.
Unless you corner freeze one of them or something, then it's curtains for playing field.
Like you said, right in between the two reds would be ideal.
Just not wanting to
do it.
Left this one out.
It's going to take the outside one away.
Oh, it's coming now. It's coming.
Little tick.
It's coming.
No, it did. Oh, that's nice right there.
That is. The one on the outside looks like he's still got a shot at tapping it up. Got to almost hit what he can see of it. Great shot.
Well, at this point, just cutting him down would be huge.
Yeah, maybe you continue to play. I don't know, down 5 coming for home. I think this is a possible gentleman's handshake at the end of this end if Mark Mooney can't score here. Down 3, maybe you keep playing, right? 8-4 right now. This is the hammerstone at the end. Looking to tap up and erase a shot in the front and the top of the 4-foot and get his 1. He'd be trailing by 3 with no hammer coming for home. You play on. If he doesn't make this, it's entirely. City View will have to come back next year and be the Mitchell defender. And we got a placard for it, too. Got a shot. He's got a shot. I think he's got it. Nice shot. Oh, that's a great throw from Mark.
And the game goes on.
That's a great shot. A little fist pump there from the good sport Mark Mooney. That was a beautiful shot. 8-5, and we're going to play on here.
The game goes on.
Yep, nice throw. Down 3, coming for home, no hammer. Gotta have stones not on the rings. Wow, we're approaching as many people as we've ever had in that chat room.
254.
That's great. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are. Anybody that's new out there? Charlotte just said that was a nice shot. You're a good sport, Charlotte. I don't know you, but you're a good sport. I'm having a blast with your husband. And now Dylan will throw through here.
You need more beers. Check this out. Okay, they got purpose. No, about this game, I saw like, oh, it's kind of one of those for
Somebody spilled paint on the pants, or
Have you guys been behind at all this weekend?
Oh no, we went down 6-1 in our third.
Wow. Wow. Oh, that's right. I was watching that game. Yeah.
That was the game where I was like,
That was sheet 1. Yeah, I remember watching the game. That was your skip game. You skipped that game, right? Yeah, I watched that game. Might against the team that's still playing on sheet 1 right now. Rideau? Do we call that Rideau? Rideau.
Rito.
Rideau. Okay.
Like-
I remember the shot.
Pronounced like Rito.
Like doe, deer. Got it.
There's a song there with the words in there, Rito.
There's a harness racing track there, if I'm not Rideau Carlton. Rideau Carlton, yeah. Is it still racing horses? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Horse racing in general, harness racing specifically, is surviving because of the racinos now. That's the only thing keeping live racing. We have a harness racing track here. It's about 20 minutes west of here, called Vernon Downs. Been there since the 1950s, but seems to be the race again. There's a racino there also, so that's a big part of it for the horseman's income. Free guard zone is now over. Yep. 6th rock here.
I think that was supposed to be a draw.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Dylan's just going to start
Get
banging rocks there.
Christmas tree out of the house.
Yep. Hit something.
It's up in the attic. See, and again, sometimes you watch people, they'll sit there and say, oh, I think I can get some behind. I'm going to leave those guards up. Look at that. Got rid of 2 of them.
That's beautiful.
That was a
Man,
nice
has he
shot.
had a good game, huh? Beautiful. That's curling right there, folks. Mark hanging in there. Door slowly closing here on Plainfield. And they've not played a bad game. Plainfield, just not. City View's had an answer for pretty much everything that Plainfield's put together. Numbers game here now for City View.
Well, I'm just thinking nobody's passing out here to post. Of course, I keep it there. Before you take off, let me just, once you get done, let me.
Tim, I got the shoe here. Right. Also. Red Bull.
And the guard here, I think, if you're Mark.
Yeah, Brian, I just make it this one to keep track of the winners. I'm back. What did I miss here?
Got to go really, really hard. I was trying to draw behind the yellow one, but it wound up being a split.
He's
Gonna
looking
try
at a
and-
double here.
Sure, why not? Why not? It's a free shot. Just got to hit about, what, a third of a rock here, maybe? I think he's got it.
Oh,
Look at that.
boy.
How about that?
Nice shot.
Chad
And
Blackburn.
got rid of his,
Just
too.
solid. Solid curling, folks, from City View. Solid curling. Beautiful to watch. Really, really nice men and really good curlers. One more red rock has to go by here, and City View is going to be able to put their hands on the holy grail of amateur curling.
They win a grail?
I had my hands on it with the gentleman behind me.
What's a grail?
1995.
Is a holy grail different than a regular grail?
Roger and I and Howie and Ray Edrick were A event runner-up as well, too, a few years back. Lindsay Curling Club.
I was in the A event for the first game.
And this is...
It could go right now.
And there's your game,
And it's
folks.
gone.
City View.
Nice
Dylan
game,
Haggard,
City View.
Chad Blackburn, Patrick Boisvenu, David Sullivan, and Mike Smiglinski and Scott Peckenham are the champs. They are the Mitchell champions. Good game by Plainfield, runner-up, A event runner-up. Congratulations to Mark Mooney, Bill Nickel, not Ed, Bill Grzybowski, and Patty Coburn. They were pretty much flawless all weekend. They were in trouble in their third game was City View. They were down 6-1, and they battled back against Rideau to win that game and earn the right to be in the A semis last night.
We're going to call that a 5-8 final.
Yep. Boy, that was an entertaining curling game. That's how a curling game is played, folks. That was a beautiful game to watch.
They had some precise takeouts, too.
They most
Nice
certainly
ones. There you
did.
go, a little hug there. Little team hug. Spectators are in there. Thunder and lightning. And puddles. Sure, there's a lot of stories behind those names. So where do we go? 4 or 5?
Oh,
We still got two games, 3 games. They're still in the 6th or 7th end.
I guess we could go to the A. What's the B event? Let's see. The B event's already handled and done. C event's the Country Club. That's on sheet 4, Sewell and Law. I guess we could go to the A runner-up game, the A consolation.
Go to one we can see. Sheet 4.
Yeah, sheet 4.
Yes, so, yeah. Tough game.
Okay, it's La Sewell, right?
Yes, it is.
Now we've got to stay on just so the people out of town can see the other team's scores. at least.
Junior studies. I feel this auto really good. They closed
Right now, we've switched over to the C final. Conrad Law against Bill Sewell, both Utica teams. Hold.
Yeah, it's supposed to get real cold.
Good job, guys. I don't know if it picked up, but I asked him if it was like, oh, it's like, I was very.
Where are we? Eighth end coming?
Watching sheet 4,
Sheet
8th end.
Okay. Sheet 4, that would be
Law Sewell.
the third event, the country club event. A event belongs to City View.
B event was North Grenville.
Up 6-3 is Bill Sewell and Utica 12. They are going to start throwing through here.
In sheet 5 and 6 are just in the 7th end right now.
Gentleman's name with the blue shirt on, sweeping the new guy, new curler.
Al.
Al, okay. Al. Does he have a surname? No, don't know. Okay.
If you didn't ask me, Al George. Al George. I saw that, the broom. Or the Now there's one right in there. Conrad called for a guard. So we
Yeah,
got
he's
one
got to
right
have
in.
him. He's got to have him.
Center guard, so
Yep. It's down 3 with Hammer here. Close enough to promote.
that looks a little light, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is going to be tough now.
Yeah, they weren't. Only one was sweeping for a little while.
I'm not sure how many he's got left. I think if Bill Sewell can make one of these rocks go away, that's going to be it.
And he's gonna. Well, even when Conrad called it, he wasn't guarding that rock. He was guarding center, so it's like he was giving up that rock.
Well, they're on the verge, as Team Sewell, on the verge of winning the 3rd event in the country club, and they weren't even in until the day the Spiel started. The team canceled out on the last minute, and Utica 12 got to participate.
Right, they were actually a team sub for a team, a Canadian team.
Yep. Nice throw here from Eric Newman. He's got it. And there it goes. Well, you got to come in with everything here if you're Conrad.
That was the question though. If without guarding that one, now he's got to make all 3. And he's got 3 stones left.
Yep, they all got to count to tie.
So I would have been tempted to guard that one that was in there versus just a center guard that was guarding nothing.
Me too.
I mean, the center guard was great if you were going to come around it, but didn't do any good now to get rid of that one on the outside. A close game on sheet 1.
Got to be on the paint here. Got to be on the paint. Looks pretty good. It's not through, I don't believe. No,
No,
it's going to be fine.
It's not really buried, though. Bill freezes on top of it. Reads the ice pretty well, though.
So it sure does. He's a cagey veteran, that's for sure.
He'll put his
A lot of years of experience curling.
He'll put his broom down sometimes, and you're wondering what he's thinking, and it's right on.
Yep. And his judge of weight when a rock's coming at him is as good as anybody I've ever played with. Eric Newman here, if he can make this rock go away, it's going to be
He's playing vice.
Going to be it for Utica 3.
A little discussion going on here. Bill's explaining what he wants.
And if nothing else, he hits something up on top.
He narrowed the broom down.
Yeah.
No, I think they're undecided what they actually want to throw here.
Yeah.
There you go. I think Eric was uncomfortable with the broom.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh boy, little stumble. Little stumble coming out.
Yeah, there's a little life there for Conrad. Yeah, it's curling. Trying to push it. Not quite going to happen for him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got 2 bullets left, does Conrad. He needs them all on the paint.
In football terms, they froze the thrower. Oh boy, look at that one right there.
Better than the alternative, though.
At least we're above the dirt, right?
That's right.
This one's got to be on the paint for Conrad Law and Utica 3. If it's not by, if it's by, it's great. Got to keep going. Got to get it by. Get it. Oh my goodness! Mark Crane with a delightful draw. That's a beauty. And now Bill Sewell will try to make that rock go away.
Well, that one just slithered by.
Mm-hmm.
We're not right behind it, so I couldn't tell how much, but it didn't look like a lot of clearance from here.
Looking to make one go away here is Bill Sewell. If he can just get one red rock to go away, this one will be in the books as well.
It's going hard. Oh, boy.
Oh, it's fine. Maybe. Bounce. And Conrad's got to come down and soft and just bounce that one off the rings and sit 3. Could force an extra end here.
Try and draw behind
If
it.
he can get to it.
I think he's going to try and draw behind it, but.
Oh, no, 2 rocks left. Sorry. This is Conrad's first one.
The right that curl, that could draw in behind Bill's.
God, do you think it would be easier to raise that red rock up on the other side and punch the yellow one off?
Be afraid of losing one of yours in the house, though, if you get it wrong. Of course, there's 2 reds in the house. He's got 2
He's
shots.
sitting 1 and 2. If he draws behind it, he's sitting 3, right?
Right. He's sitting 3 with 1 shot to go. Very precise draw right now.
Oh, he's got 2, doesn't he, Conrad?
Yeah, he does.
He's got 2. He's got a hammer here.
He needs to make this one count so that he's got his backup.
I don't think he can hurt this, guys. I don't think he can hurt this.
Well, Conrad's following it down, so you. Oh, boy.
Light. I didn't think it could hurt it. It's going to lock on. This is not good.
I'm surprised Conrad following it down didn't hip and sweep.
Yeah. Bill Sewell's got 1 left. Needs to make one of these red rocks go away.
Three. Yeah. Now, Bill came down and tapped that red, brought his yellow down. I didn't see what happened on sheet 1.
Friendship medal belongs to Rideau and Sangster. Congratulations. Victorious over Utica 2 and Matt Hames. Big discussion here.
Only got three games still in process. 4 is almost done.
Bill Sewell can spoil the party here if he freezes down to this rock here. Cutting hard on him. Cutting hard. He's by. He's by his money. They got to let it come up if it's
I
by.
was going to say they don't want to leave a pop for him. Oh, boy.
Wow.
That left Conrad a chance right here.
It most certainly did. Had to come up just a little bit. They just overbaked it just a little.
Right. Gave Conrad just come down and basically freeze bump.
Oh, he's just got to move it a foot. Move it a foot, and it's an extra end. Wow. Extended play here. Big shot here coming. Wow. He's got to keep his shooter. Got to keep his shooter, does Conrad Law here. This is the hammer stone here in the 8th end. It's Jason 3. He's sitting 1 and 3. Yellow rock that Bill Sewell just delivered his second stone here in the back of the 4-foot. If he can come to this stone and move it a foot, we're going to play an extra end here.
If they'd come up on that yellow stone, it would have been frozen right to that red.
Agreed. They just overbaked it a little bit. Yeah. Line's getting better. Line's getting better. Has it got enough to move it? He's got to move it. They got to go hard to move it. And did it move it enough? Did it move it enough? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think that's going to be 2.
I don't know. You can get rid of those 2 red ones on the 4-foot. Those are. That one can go bye-bye. Yep. That one can go bye-bye also. It's 2. Are they going to measure? Don't touch anything else, folks. If you don't know, you get the measure. That's all.
I'll tell you, I see a couple of the front end in that house. I wouldn't go anywhere near
Oh,
that
my
house.
God. I've seen people kick rocks around in this situation. You got to get the measure for an extra end.
Right now,
That's it.
I wait for the vices to kick the stones into the house.
If you're looking more than once, get the measure.
Oh,
Get the measure. There goes the measure.
Oh, there.
Mark knows it's. Stu already got the measure for him.
Mark pointed at it. And,
Don't touch the stones.
oh, he shouldn't be straddling the stone like
Don't
that.
touch the stone, man.
He was straddling the stone when he was standing there. Shouldn't
Don't
be
be
doing that.
touching them stones. Oh, and Ricky Teal almost did a nosedive over a rock. Get on the catwalk, Ricky. It's a lot stickier. It's that close for a measure. Just a little more momentum on that shot. It would have just nudged it back. It wouldn't have been a no-brainer.
Oh, how he just flashed one on 5.
Boy.
He just set it on a little bit off the end there. He's not.
The way to do it is to loosen it up, drive it up to the point where you think it's, and touch it. Then just so it's moving. You don't want to have it spinning all the way around.
No.
Just barely moving.
You want to be just
It's
off.
so much easier to read, right?
You want it to just be off center, so when you come up to
Oh,
center,
it's yellow by a ton. It's yellow by a ton. So Bill Sewell is victorious here in the Country Club event, the 3rd event, over Conrad, and a very exciting finish. I'm glad we switched over to it. Fourth event still going on sheet 5 between 2 Utica teams, Utica 1, Knapp, and Utica 5, Rowlett.
We'll stay on and just keep you updated on the scores, especially for the out-of-town people on sheet 6. Broomstone's 1 against Schenectady 2.
If you want to switch over to sheet 5, you can. And here we are. Extended play. Still 300 people out there. There we are. Very good. Looks like we're down to Skip Stones.
So sheet 5 and 6 are still going on. Sheet 5 is a little bit ahead of sheet 6.
Congratulations to Team Sewell. Utica 12. Far enough out, we didn't even have a sign for them. We had the United States sign out there for them. And they filled in for a team that did not show. So weren't going to be in the Spiel and wound up winning the third event. Very impressive. Looks like Utica 1 is sitting 1 on the pot. Pretty well guarded. Roger's got to try and run something back here.
Well, the City View fans were very appreciative of our streaming.
Yeah, great.
A lot of comments here. We're glad you guys were tuned in.
Roger a little wide on the shot. Boy. Oh, boy. Just a little wide.
And Howie missed one the other side, so.
It's like
2 unused stones.
Mike DiGeronimo can seal the deal here for the A consolation, which is the Evans medal. Both teams only having 1 loss coming into this last night. 1 loss to Plainfield, 1 loss to City View. Just throwing a guard here. Just a guard. And this is no help. Not. It took a little bit of it away. Yes, it did. It took enough of it away. This is tough. My goodness, all these rocks in play.
Boy, I don't know how you get to that red.
Looking for some wicky wacky shalacky palaki here now. This is tough. Not sure what he's got. Does he have anything out there?
Boy, I'm standing over here looking from a little bit more behind it. I don't see a thing.
Still could get to there.
But I don't know if he's got to hit that precisely without. If he hits that yellow back, he's going to tick a red on the way through, I think. The outside red, going to put another one in. Makes you wonder how that many stones got up front. You know?
Sure does.
You know, it's one of those ones where we were talking about earlier where you leave a few there.
Yeah, and we came into this game late, so I'm not really sure. But why Napper left that many up there? He's got one buried. They could have been mistake shots too, right?
Right.
They weren't not meant to be shots.
Sure, draws that were a little short or a tick.
Right.
Because that's it. Sometimes you look up there and say, why did I leave those up there? Well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Right. We didn't want them there to begin with.
There's a question about the live draw online. The live draw online has not been updated. Not sure who's doing that. I think it was an experiment.
Okay.
The chairs of this league or of this Bonspiel.
Could be the last shot. Like he might not have to throw his last rock. And that is it. Don Knapp, the rink of Don Knapp. Utica won, victorious in the A consolation, the Evans medal. Congratulations.
So Utica won. Utica won.
Utica 1-1.
And we'll stay on a couple minutes, just give you the update on sheet 6. We can't show you the stream, but we can give you the final score when it comes in, and a couple there at the tail end of the seventh or eighth end.
Want that, right? No, I don't need it. Okay.
We got
Well-
7-5. Broomstones over Schenectady. With what in the house, Dave?
Yep. Looks like yellow shot rock right
No, it
now.
looks like red in the back might be shot.
I can't tell. I can't even see the red rock where I'm sitting. Well, folks, this has been a fun weekend for all involved. Shout out to all the volunteers that make something like this happen every year. It's a lot of work to put on a Bonspiel of this nature, and we managed to please. Again, I don't know if we please everybody, but we certainly try here at the Utica Curling Club.
And we had a lot of fun with the people behind the
Oh,
glass.
so much fun this week! I just had a blast this weekend.
People helping us out,
Yeah.
keeping us honest,
Yeah.
and
In a crazy world that we're living in, it's really nice to know that we have a little slice of good camaraderie and goodness, and this club is rich in that. So I'm going to let Tim Conboy take it the rest of the way. I'm Dave Craig Nolan. Go on our website, uticacurlingclub.org, for upcoming events. And it's been a pleasure broadcasting the game with you, Tim, and I hope to see you all soon.
okay, Dave, thank you.
Because I've been bugging him. I drink games for him. He ran this nice. I mean, we're getting some stuff. I just wanted to get Penn Central to do that. Then I'm gonna hand Scott. You wanted me to do something? I'm not sure. I've had church of big company or five. They've been here. Something is our shape. He used to come here, and he goes to speed. They look at me, he's at the fence, I gotta fix it. Yeah, from their guy, they didn't go practice. The other one, yeah, I think because and a little bit there, I had that's right. Yeah, they're doing really well. We're not fixed. They put a curtain. They food I can't do this hours. Harder to bring this back to
Over in sheet 6, Schenectady's sitting 1. They need 2. Schenectady is drawing down right now. See if they get second shot. And they tick. They do not. At this point, still. One. So again, Schenectady is sitting 1. They need 2 to tie. But they're in a position to raise 1. So Broomstones is looking to remove one of the yellows so that they can't raise it in. Hi, Charlie. Hey, Broomstones is still contemplating what they want to shoot there. So you can't see the stream, but they are still yellow shot. Broomstones has the number second rock in, or second shot. Broomstones delivering now. And Broomstones delivered, took one of the Schenectady stones out. Schenectady still sitting shot. They've got to draw one in, hammer stone. If they draw it in and outcount Broomstones, it will be a tie with an extra end.
Oh, we didn't do what he wanted.
No, he took the one yellow out. But yeah. So right now a draw in could tie the game. This is the shot that'll make the difference, Brian, right now. Did not get it. So Broomstone's the winner. On sheet 6, Broomstones is the final score, the winner of the F event.